It's been more than a month since the war between Israel and Hamas broke out. At Peace Corner in downtown Bend, more than 30 people lined the sidewalks today for an all-out Palestine rally. People held signs saying silence is complicity, peace is sweet, and stop the genocide, while shouting phrases like no justice, no peace. As of today, Israel has rejected calls from a ceasefire in the Hamas war as Gaza hospitals go dark. Two of Gaza's largest hospitals shutting down operations on Sunday, claiming that constant Israeli bombardment in the area and a lack of fuel and supplies has made it impossible for them to keep running. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims Israel has offered aid, but it has refused. This as Israeli airstrikes continue to pound Gaza and thousands flee to the southern part of the Strip. Republican candidate Chris Christie visited an Israeli community on Sunday and reiterated American support for its ally.
America has no greater friend in the world than Israel, and we need to make sure that we refresh that friendship at times of peril like this.
Israel says it will help to evacuate babies from the Al-Shifa hospital through a humanitarian corridor along the Israel-Gaza border. A U.S. military aircraft crashed in a training accident in the eastern Mediterranean Sea on Friday evening, according to the U.S. European Command. The accident occurred during a routine air refueling mission as part of military training, EU.com reported. All 5 service members on board the helicopter died. Search and rescue efforts began immediately after the accident. It's unclear exactly what happened or at what point in the flight the crash occurred. European Command stressed that the incident was not related to Israel's fighting in Gaza or fighting along the Israel-Lebanon border. President Joe Biden said in a statement Saturday, "Jill and I are praying for the families and friends who have lost a precious loved one, and that service members' daily bravery and selflessness is an enduring testament to what is best in our nation." Barriers that pilots may face when reporting mental health issues will soon be addressed. The Federal Aviation Administration is creating a committee to address any obstacles for pilots that might deter them from reporting mental health issues. The initiative comes shortly after an off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot was charged with attempted murder. The pilot admitted to law enforcement that he was having a, quote, nervous breakdown. In the next few weeks, the FAA says it will appoint a panel of medical experts as well as labor representatives for the new Pilot Mental Health Aviation Rulemaking Committee. Now let's toss it over to Jillian Fortner for our weekend weather forecast. So what do we need to know for the week ahead, Jillian?
Tracy, there isn't really much happening in terms of weather this week. It looks like we're going to be getting some more cloudy skies and maybe even some rain this week. And Thursday and Friday will be on the sunnier side. Expect temperatures mainly in the 50s. But today was pretty cloudy, as you can see on our satellite and radar. Temperatures were in the 50s, which is pretty similar weather to what we had yesterday, except it was not as windy. So definitely a change from Saturday, which was a lot more breezy. Here are the winds right now. We're barely seeing any winds, honestly. 0 in Bend, Redmond. The highest winds are in Prineville, 11 miles per hour. Here's a look at our streets and the ODOT cameras. What we're seeing right now. Mostly clear roads at the moment. We're not seeing any rain or snow that could be affecting the road conditions right now, but we could see a little bit of rain in the coming days, so we'll keep an eye on that. Temperatures reach the 50s and 60s today throughout Oregon, 55 in Bend, 58 in Redmond, and tonight we're going to be seeing lows in the 30s and 40s throughout the state, so that's what we can expect. That's all I have for now. Back to you, Tracy.
Thank you so much, Jillian Fortner. One effect of climate change is something you might not have expected. It's making it more difficult to grow the hops that are used in beer production. Hops are the plants that produce the resin and essential oils that are responsible for the aroma and flavor of beer. A new study in the journal Nature says climate change is expected to cause declines in hop production in Europe by 4 to 18%. over the next 27 years. Barley, which is another key component of beer, is also being affected by changes in the climate, including an increasing frequency of droughts. Farmers who grow hops and barley say they have to improvise.
Hop breeding is one of the best ways to deal with that, to find genotypes that not only brew well for the brewing of beer, but stand up better to less access to water, to maybe warmer winters.
A recent report from the Department of Agriculture says that the acreage dedicated to hop growing in Oregon decreased by 11% compared to last year. Oregon is home to over 300 craft breweries. Bend Endurance Academy held an open house today to show its new youth climbing facility. Kelsey McGee gives us a look of the new space.
We were running our programs in a commercial climbing facility, and at a certain point it just became not sustainable for us to have all the kids in the space where all the other adults were and other programs.
The nonprofit Bend Endurance Academy held an open house Sunday for its new facility.
Building their own space where kids can be kids, they can run around, get on the wall, get off the wall, play games, and it's just a safer, more welcoming space for the youth.
It's a youth-only climbing facility for kids ranging from 7 years old to college age. The day began with meeting the coaching staff and learning about programs the facility has on hand. And it ended with lessons on Boulder 101. Bend Endurance Academy offers several other programs.
We have kids that this is kind of their physical outlet. So maybe they don't do well in team sports, or team sports, soccer, football, whatever, just doesn't spark their interest. So we provide opportunities for those kids to get out and ride bikes, Nordic ski, rock climb.
In 2002, more than 1,000 people participated in programs, and participants ranged in age from 2 to 74 years old. Kelsey McGee, News Channel 21.
Beginning tomorrow, a temporary traffic realignment will be put in place on U.S. Highway 97 between Grandview Drive and Empire Avenue on Bend's north side. The diversion is part of the next phase of ODOT's Bend North Corridor project and will remain in place for the next 8 months. The temporary traffic realignment includes the travel lanes on Highway 97 shifting towards west, the center median barrier being removed, and travel lane widths reduced from 12 feet to 11 feet. Coming up later, the Dry Canyon Arts Association wrapped up the final day of its 4th annual Fall Art Show today. Plus, yet another local team brought home the hardware from the States. We were on site at Autzen Stadium to bring you all the action from Saturday's college football action.
An important message for Americans age 50 to 85.
Oh my gosh, you're still using Mom's old coffee pot.
It's my inheritance.
Well, it is a family heirloom.
You know what? The kids can just sell it to pay for my funeral.
It's a good thing you have life insurance.
Life insurance with our family history.
Don't you know about Colonial Penn? It's guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance with no medical questions asked.
I'm on a fixed income.
Who isn't?
You have it?
We all do. John, Maria, even Paul with all of his medical problems.
Colonial Penn.
That's right. Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. As you get older, your health may change. Colonial Penn understands that. And we don't think it should keep you from getting life insurance to help protect your family. That's why we guarantee acceptance to everyone aged 50 to 85. No health questions, no medical exam. Applying is easy. And you have your choice of options starting at $9.95 a month, a few dollars a week, 35 cents a day. And your price will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. This protection can last a lifetime, too. Some insurance policies end once you reach a certain age. Not this one. Pay your bill, and it's yours to keep for as long as you'd like.
How did you apply?
Called for information, got an application, filled it out, sent it back. It took a few minutes. And look at this. They sent me this free beneficiary planner just for calling. I filled in all my important information and final wishes. Now my kids will have everything they need in one place.
Ready to learn more? Call for free information and your free gift. There's no obligation. Every policy we issue comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Why wait? Call now.
Call 1-800-814-9835 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-814-9835. There's no obligation. 1-800-814-9835. Call now.
The Oregon Ducks took down the USC Trojans last night in an electric 8-night battle. Noah Chast was in Eugene for the game and all of the highlights.
Here in Autzen Stadium, the Oregon Ducks hosting the USC Trojans, a Pac-12 showdown, a future Big Ten showdown. Not as much hype and anticipation in this one as USC already 3 losses on the season, but are they going to play spoiler for the Ducks, or will Oregon keep its Pac-12 championship hopes alive? Military Appreciation Night here in Autzen Stadium on Veterans Day. Some proud current and former service members in the stands. The Duck riding in as always. This young fan's name is Bo. How will Bo Nix play, knowing there's another Bo in the house? Well, in this one, Nix completes to Tez Johnson. Spin move. Touchdown. Get on up there and go airborne. Reigning Heisman winner Caleb Williams goes down with the sack. Tatum Tayoti takes him down. But Caleb doing Caleb things. Extends the play. It connects with Deuce Robinson. Trojans later score. Here comes Bo Nix again to a cutting Troy Franklin. He could go all the way. Flying in like a duck. Another great connection. Here's Nix again in the red zone. Over the middle to Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, called for unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration. Seems pretty sportsmanlike to me. Caleb Williams and the Trojans made a late comeback, but ultimately Oregon too big for USC. They hold on to win 36-27, keeping their Pac-12 championship hopes alive. For Oregon, they're on the road next against Arizona State, and then at home for the Civil War against Oregon State. At Autzen Stadium, Noah Chast, News Channel 21.